The Comets are looking for good form heading into the Ron Newman Cup playoffs, and the Tacoma Stars are looking for points to lock down their spot in it. Hi again, everybody, and welcome inside Cable Dahmer Arena. Alongside my broadcast partner, Eric Bergerud, I'm Nick Vassos. Today, the Comets and the Stars in the last of their home-and-home series, and it was a really tough one on Friday night, Eric. Comets dropped some points there.
They did. Comets brought in some younger players. It actually paid off. 3-3 until late in the game, gave up a late goal, didn't score at the end, and they're going to want some revenge this afternoon.
Yeah, Eric and I are going to have more on that game throughout the broadcast. Let's talk about some of the players we're going to be watching. And for Tacoma, it's simply their target player.
Nick Pereira. He's coach, GM, player, former MVP, everything. Scored a big goal in the third quarter on Friday night. They need him to help carry that team to hold that 8th seed in the playoffs.
Well, on Friday night, the Comets target player thought he had the equalizer. He did not. The Comets fall, but maybe he's looking for a little payback.
That's Zach Reggett. You think he's going to be hungry today? He thought he had the game-tying goal. He's going to be pumped. I expect a big game from him today.
Yeah, this game means a lot for both teams, Kansas City and Tacoma, as we wind down the regular season and head into the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. We'll have game action coming up next.
The Adirondack Apartments, the brand new apartment and townhome community, is now open in Independence and is the exclusive housing partner of your Kansas City Comets. Discover modern luxury living, from stainless steel appliances to resort-style swimming pool. The Adirondack Apartments has everything you need to live the life you deserve. Stop by or visit us on the web to schedule a tour of your brand new luxury home. The Adirondack Apartments.
Ooh, it feel good, don't it? Yeah. I can't help myself. It feel good, don't it? Check out my 2 steps. I put the moves on it. I can't help myself.
Community America Credit Union, where every member feels like a star.
Check out my 2 steps. I put the moves on it. I can't help myself. It feel
Member owned, open to all. Community America Credit Union, invested in you.
Before I even arrived, a boat had already set up all the furniture.
It's been super helpful, made moving in and the transition super easy.
Very easy, very surprised. Finish is nice. Finish is really nice.
I think I like everything about it. I couldn't pick one. It's helped a lot, you know, because obviously it makes it feel at home when you're away from home.
Clear vision is so important for everything I do, on and off the field. I'm Zach Reggett, forward for the Kansas City Comets. We are super excited to partner with Silverstein Eye Centers as the official eye care provider for the Kansas City Comets.
I'm Dr. Steve Silverstein. We would love to show you what eye care should be. Please call us to schedule an appointment or visit our website at silversteineyecenters.com.
The Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL TV on YouTube. MITRE is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League. Established in 1817, MITRE is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at mitre.com.
This is a presentation of the Major Arena Soccer League. Great to have you here on 38th The Spot or on YouTube, MASL TV, wherever you might be joining us from. Welcome in to this game between the Kansas City Comets, who are headed to the playoffs with a record of 14-5-2. They are currently in third place on 44 points, hosting the Tacoma Stars. Yes, it's our annual celestial get-together. Tacoma 9-10-3, currently holding the 8th and final position in the MISL table for the upcoming Ron Newman Cup playoffs. They are on 29 points. Eric?
Right before kickoff here, a moment of silence for a Kansas City Comets legend, indoor soccer legend, Greg Makowski. Played 3 seasons for the Comets, scored 65 goals, 83 assists. One of those guys who came from St. Louis, played with the Steamers, and then played with the Comets. Also played with the LA Lasers right at the end of his career. Had to throw that in. But terrific outdoor player, terrific indoor player, and his nickname was the Face. And so it was sort of like this pretty boy thing that he had going for him in the 80s, but definitely missed. And a great moment here at Cable Dahmer Arena, Nick.
I fondly remember stories that Zoran Savic would tell me. Zoran, of course, a past star player and a coach and a general manager in this league. And every time he'd tell a story about Greg, his face, he was smiling the whole time. Such fond memories of Face back in the day in the MISL. Really good stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Comets and Stars getting ready to wrap up their home-and-home series. This will be the last time that these two teams face each other until potentially in the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. There are your two captains, Alex Caceres to the right and Nacho Flores to the left. Comets wearing their military uniforms. Yes, it's Military Appreciation Night.
And you know what I've been dying to say, Nick?
What is it?
Elvis is in the house. Look.
Right behind them is Elvis Osmanovich. He is one of the referees for tonight's game. Crew chief is Daniel Redford. The assistant referee, Kyle Armstrong, and the fourth official is Luis Cujillo. And Devin Blazik is the penalty box official. Yeah, Comets wearing those military appreciation uniforms. We'll tell you how you can bid on those uniforms, and you can take one home with you. And they are to benefit Team Fidelis, which is a local military veterans organization that helps veterans in our area and around the region with things like utility assistance, finding services that they may need, and then also probably a bigger thing, and that is companionship. You know, we often hear that isolation can be a killer when it comes to veterans or somebody who might be suffering from some mental problems, and just having somebody around to talk to can go a long way, and Team Fidelis is there to help out.
Well, and you've given a lot of your time to Team Fidelis, and they're here every game. It's a terrific partnership between the Comets and that organization.
We are underway. Kansas City moving it left to right, out to Zach Reggett on the right side. Just inside the Stars' yellow line. Now pop back out to Nacho. We're going to run down the number of players that are not available here this afternoon. And as we've talked about, this is a really important game for Tacoma. They don't have any more home games. They've got one more road game, and it's a doozy out in San Diego.
Against the 16-time champions.
That's exactly right. Comets, on the other hand, they're in third place, but they are by no means safe to stay in third. So both these teams are still battling, even though Kansas City has already clinched their spot in the upcoming playoffs, which is coming up soon. It's going to be here in 3 weeks. Next weekend, actually 2 weeks. Next weekend is going to be the last weekend of the regular season. And the Comets will play 2 games. They'll be on the road in Utica City on Friday, and then on Sunday they will be in Baltimore to wrap up the season.
A few changes in the lineup from what we saw the other night in Tacoma for both teams. But Kansas City, Mijatovic back in the lineup playing target.
There's a shot coming off the foot of Tyler John. Ejimadu, who gets the starting goal, makes the save.
And you may be wondering, why are the goalkeepers wearing the same color as the referees? It's complicated, but it will make sense when we explain it to you. The Comets' goalkeeper uniforms are white to go with the black field jerseys, and they had to change. And it was going to be an option for the referees. Do they go red so as not to avoid the goalkeeper uniforms, or do they go green and hope that they don't conflict with the goals?
Oh, there's a shot and a goal. Tyler John buries it up on the top shelf, and Tacoma takes a 1-0 lead. Look at this, Eric.
So Tyler John, the reigning defender of the week, playing some forward, and he went top shelf. Last week, 4 goals, 1 assist, 1 block. Strong start to this game.
How about that from Tyler John? And it looks like they're going to give Willie Spur the assist. And it's 1-0 Tacoma over Kansas City. Out of bounds.
Top of the arc restart. giving Tacoma an opportunity here, something you do not want to give them, just free chances. We'll see Nick Pereira come back on the field.
One of the other reasons their goalkeepers are wearing green is that they don't like it when trainer Sean Dumers puts them in orange. They don't like the highlighter orange. They'd rather have the green. Here's the restart. Coming over to take it, it's Pereira who drives one in. Now a rebound shot. Logan Jones, 2 quick goals.
Mike
Ramos, I
yep.
apologize. Mike Ramos, the goal. 2 quickies here in the first couple of minutes. It's 2-0 Tacoma.
Right off the restart, which way they're going to go. First shot blocked, second shot top shelf. Both goals top shelf, and that's why you put somebody out in the wing, Nick Bassos. Wouldn't have surprised me if the Comets took a timeout there, but they're not. Stunned silence for the Cable Dahmer audience. I think fans here were feeling the Comets would want to send a message after what happened Friday night, but the message so far is being sent by the Tacoma Stars.
Tyler John bagged his 18th on the season. Mike Ramos gets number 16. Here are the Comets. Nacho up to Zach Reggett. Reggett tried to play it forward to Marquez, who is back in the lineup. He has had a tight left hamstring, has been out for a number of games. But he's in there today. He came back for the San Diego game.
Notice that he and Reggett are on the field at the same time. Reggett has dropped to midfield, which is a little interesting twist here in the Comets lineup.
Nacho down to Marquez. Wainwright was in the area, couldn't put a boot on that one. And Toth comes up to kick it away, and the help from a defender to kick it down towards the Comets' half of the field. Nacho funnels it into Ejimadu, and then up to Pino. Far side it goes to Nacho. Nacho up the far touchline, broken up by the Stars. Corey Keats will shepherd that one back to Chris Toth,
who has beaten the Comets 5 games in a row, dating back to his time as a San Diego Soccer, Nick. He's barely had to touch the ball yet.
Right. Tacoma comes in 9-10-3. You might say to yourself, that's not a very good team. Folks, let me tell you, that's the numbers, those numbers I just read you do not indicate the quality of team that the Tacoma Stars are. They are a really talented group. Off the boards, out front, Wainwright took a swipe at that one. Deflected away. Mijatovic is down there as well. Now Tetsani will play it front and center for Pino.
Wainwright looked really good Friday night. 2 goals, his first 2 MASL goals.
Durle is now in there, another youngster, rookie. Here's Reggett. It's actually Tetsane. Near side it comes to Pino. 10-18 to play in the first. Quick 2-0 from Tacoma. A lead over Kansas City here on the Silverstein Ice Center's field. Mijatovic. Near side for Pino. Into Reggett. Back to Mijatovic. Durle goes off. Palmer comes back on. So does DeBray Holloman. Pino goes off. Reggett directing traffic. Comets really slowing it down here. Now Holloman feeds one into the corner to Mijatovic. Now front and center. Vandergriff took a shot at that one. Toth winds up and throws out to Hansen. Correction, that was Felipe Souza, and then knocked out of bounds by Ejimadu.
Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. The all-new MASL fan store will be launching soon.
Christian Andreos. He's playing in his defensive runner position. Here he comes, harassing the Stars player, trying to win the ball. He does. He's up on his feet, battling Adrian Correa, and then it bounces off and comes to Tacoma. The Stars come back the other way. It's Ramos moving to his left, running into Kazim, and Kazim able to knock it free. Pinballing around, shot blocked. Now the rebound out front and center comes to Mendoza, who will funnel it back to Toth.
Friday night's game, Tacoma looked for opportunities to catch Kansas City in odd situations.
Here's a shot looking to the far post, and Holloman broke that one up. Good play by DeBray Holloman. Ejimadu picks it up and quickly gets it out to Vandergriff, who kicks it back to Ejimadu. Ejimadu sidesteps one defender, Tyler John. Up the far touchline, it goes to Reggett. Reggett plays it back to Vandergriff as the Comets build up their offense. 8.5 to play in this opening frame. 2-0 Tacoma on goals by Tyler John and Mike Ramos. Here is Marquez walking that one in, and that one is blocked. Correction, that was Rion. Rion looking for something there from the officials, didn't get it. Up to Nick Pereira. Here's Pereira, combs it once, he goes down. He's looking for a foul, and he'll get it.
Another good opportunity here for Tacoma. Already up 2-0. We'll take a look at the replay. Nacho just trying to keep him in line. One-hand takedown. Nick Pereira's just so big. You don't know which way he's going to cut. He cuts inside, and then you think, okay, we're in trouble. So another good opportunity. Pereira and Mike Ramos near side. Caceres is an option, and somebody I'm impressed with, Yahir Romero, far side.
Down, that one down to Mendoza. Ejimadu closed the door on that attempted shot. Now here's a drive from the right wing. There's Romero that you were talking about. He's got a powerful foot for a diminutive size.
One of the many Romero brothers who started the season as the Dallas sidekick.
Three of them, aren't there?
Yeah, exactly. And this was one of the many trades that took place right before the deadline, and I think he's going to be a star for years to come, pun intended.
I think that was one of the questions that we put out there. Have there ever been a trio of brothers that have played in the league together at one time? I think that's might be the first time.
We got a lot of two brother
combos,
options,
right?
Yeah.
Coming up on 7 minutes. Tacoma with the ball. Correa goes down hard, and then a shot up into the net. And we've got a timeout. Let's take a timeout. 7:03 to play in this opening quarter. Tacoma jumping out to a 2-0 lead. Glad you're with us here on this Sunday. It's MASL TV on 38 The Spot.
It's a season of savings at Cable Dahmer. Come in now during our Season of New Tradition sales event. Get a Forte for only $99 a month. That's only $99. Plus, every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And Cable Dahmer Kia has doubled the size of its service bays to serve you better. Stop in today off Colburn Road in Lee Summit or visit us online at CableDahmerKia.com. If you want a Kia, thank Cable Dahmer.
We know a place where you can drop your bags and relax your mind. It's a place where you can unwind and unplug while staying connected, where having a lot on your plate is a good thing. And 5:30 Kickback is all about kicking back. Yeah, we know a place, and we know you'll love it too. Drury Hotels. Travel happy.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. And speaking thereof, Texas Outlaws are playing at the Milwaukee Wave right now. 0-0.
Okay.
No score yet. The professor has checked in as a reminder that the Schmetzer brothers
here we go.
all played, but I don't think all three of them played
at the same
time. He'll wind up correcting me. It was Brian Schmetzer and Andy and Walder. If they did play at the same time, it was up in Tacoma.
Yeah.
I know Brian for sure played up there.
I remember Brian and Andy. I don't remember Walter. All right, ball out of bounds, and that's off of Kansas City. Chase Hansen comes over to take it. And here comes a little bit of pressure from Mijatovic to Toth. Toth gets it up to teammate. And then Pino will pick up the loose ball. And Guerrero Pino, who was second on the team in blocks. He has 48 blocks. Leaves it for Holloman. Now over to Marquez. Here's Rion. Rion trying to thread the needle here with a pass up to Pino. And that one knocked out of bounds. That'll give the Comets a chance right at the top of the arc here. So Kansas City with a chance here at the top. They bring in Nacho and Tetsane. Here's Nacho. Out wide to the right to Reggett. And that one goes off of Tacoma before it goes out of bounds. Comets will keep it, and it'll go into the right wing corner.
Comets had to improvise the other night on special teams or set pieces. No Nacho, no Mijatovic, so they got creative, and Ramon Palmer was on the point.
Palmer up top to Reagan again. He goes low, and that one blocked. And then kicked away by the Stars.
And just keep a watch, fans. Every time Toth gets the ball, he is looking to spring a forward or spring somebody forward. They were really successful countering the Comets the other night, and whether it's with his feet or with his arm, they feel like that's an advantage.
He's got a strong arm if you have never seen him play.
Oh, my goodness. I have photo evidence that all three Schmetzers played at the same time. I'm getting love from all over the Pacific Northwest. Lane Smith, courtesy of our friend Pete Richmeyer, just sent a photo of all three players wearing a Stars jersey. So
that's
pretty good. That is pretty good. So I'd heard from Wayne Dan, a big Stars fan there, but the proof was in the photo. So.
That is amazing. Thank you. Pereira! Oh, Pereira!
Oh, and he's like, oh, my knee hurts.
Nick Pereira gives the Stars a 3-0 lead, and look who's going to get the assist on this one, just like you talked about, Eric.
And why don't we give him a Walla score assist while we're at it? There's the Walla. There's the Scora. And just as I was saying right before then, they think there's an opportunity from Toth going downfield, and boom, they capitalize. Comets are reeling at this point.
17th on the season for Nick Pereira, and for Chris Toth. That can't be his first assist of the season, can it? Comets on the other end had a decent chance. That one goes wide.
That cannot be the first assist of the season for Chris Toth.
No, it can't be. I'm going to check my notes here. I don't have him down for any assists, but I'm going to check it.
Great to hear from Pete Richmeyer.
Shout out Pete Richmeyer, too. I want to say thanks to Pete.
Made me feel so at home as a guest announcer. Good save there by Toth. When I was up there Friday night, that whole Tacoma Stars organization, if you haven't been up to the Pacific Northwest for a game, definitely do it. It's a great place to watch an indoor soccer game.
Thanks for the gift, too, Pete. I love the jersey. Signed jersey, by the way. Amazing stuff. Great gift. Appreciate that. Here's another shot. Boy, Tacoma spending a lot of time in the Comets' last third here in the first 10 minutes of this game. 3-0 Tacoma over Kansas City. Goals by Tyler John, Mike Ramos, Nick Pereira. Kai Briscoe had it for a moment, lost it. Andreos sends one into the box. Toth pounces on it. And then Toth is throwing out to Ramos.
Here they go again.
Ramos picks it up. A couple of step overs. Now we'll put on the brakes and play it away from the goal back to the half line where Logan Jones has it. Jones in the referee's crease. Back to his teammate, Caceres. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in this first quarter. All Tacoma here in the first 10 minutes.
A former teammate of yours says to say hi, Hector Solorio.
Ah, yes.
A little bit different. Two Solorios who played. His two sons played for the Comets. Now, if Hector had ever signed up, that would have been three.
My man Hector. Here's Wainwright down the left side. Uncorks one from the far touchline, a little bit wide to the right. Mijatovic trying to dig it out of the boards. He and Pereira battling over there, and it comes out. Ejimadu off his line to kick it up to Nacho. Nacho picks it up on the half line, passes it up to Mijatovic, lets it roll through. That goes to a Stars player, and here come the Stars on the counter. Back the other way they come, and it's Ejimadu off his line to kick it away.
Well read by the goalkeeper, too. But every single time, Nick, they're looking to get an odd man rush against Kansas City, and that Stars transition game has been on point this weekend.
Sure has. That's Tyler John making a bid for number 2 on the afternoon. 2:28 to play. Ejimadu, good play there from the Comets keeper. We're going to talk to the Comets' other goalkeeper, Nicolau Netto, coming up at halftime, and you'll hear from Netto about how he looks at this season and how he has helped Phillip become the best player that he can.
He had a strong game Friday night, kept the Comets in at really critical points. Take a look at this little love tap there. Correa wound up getting the game-winning goal the other night for the Stars.
Nacho down to Rian. Now Pino. Over to Nacho. Here's Rian moving to his right. Reggett to Nacho. Here's Rian. Thought he was going to turn, but he'll leave it for Nacho. Nacho into Ramon Palmer. Palmer follows it into the corner, plays it back to Pino. Comets with some good possession here. 156. Here's Rian Marquez on the return pass. Kicked away by the Stars, held in by the Comets. Kansas City looking for their first goal. Marquez trying to turn. No foul. Boy, the fans here at Cable Dahmer wanted something there. Here come the Boo Birds. Nacho and the Comets will try again. Fresh legs out on the carpet. Kazim takes it deep into the corner. Turns around, plays it away, all the way back to Ejimadu, but Tetsane will come in to intercept. Over to Mijatovic. Now Vandergriff. Ejimadu to Wainwright, back to Vandergriff. 1:04 to play. 1:04 to play here in the first.
1 minute remaining in the quarter. Silverstein on center's field. Come on, Kansas City, make some noise!
Down to the corner for Mijatovic. Up top to Tetsane. Here is Mijatovic. Mijatovic shoots. Toth makes the save. Corey Keats.
The hero.
Mike Ramos and Tetsane. Here comes Kazim. Everybody battling for the ball. Ramos goes down. Tetsane's now got a couple of touches on it here. Back the other way. Tacoma. Couple of passes, under 10 seconds to play in the first. Here's Caceres. Up to the half line. We're going to let the clock roll out, and that's it for the first 15 minutes of this contest. All Tacoma. 3 goals. One by Tyler John, one by Mike Ramos, and the last by Nick Pereira. And the Stars lead the Comets 3-0 on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
From new guys to the veterans, even this guy. At Community America, every member feels like a star.
With the one in there and almost deflected. Shot in the goal! It is Netto! Comets win game one! He does the game winner! For the Dudes and for the Swords! Oh my! And he scores!
Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help our athletes battle aching joints and muscles. Learn more or try it yourself by visiting greendropcompression.com.
Eric Bergrud, Nick Vassos, and our Cable Dahmer Arena crew with you here on MASL TV, 38 The Spot locally, and wherever you might be around the world on MASL TV via YouTube.
Keeping an eye on that Milwaukee, Texas score. It was started off 0-0. It's now 4-0 for the home team. I know that IB26 scored the first goal, I believe, for the Wave, and so the Wave are on a roll. And third, fourth, and fifth place are getting really interesting here in MASL as teams try to jockey for playoff position.
You and I were chatting about the playoffs because we can see it now. I mean, it's getting close, and Tacoma leads St. Louis by, 4 points?
No, 2 points.
Oh, it's 2 points, okay. A lot closer than you think. And Tacoma has to finish the regular season on the road in San Diego. San Diego's undefeated at home. So today's game is super important for the Stars. Very important.
Well, and I'm sure there's quite a few ambush coaches, players, fans watching this too, thinking to themselves, we really have to root for Kansas City to help us out today? Let me remind you the number one point on my game notes. The number one rule of MASL, don't expect other teams to do you any favors. So you may be feeling right now like
boy, I tell you, we've learned the hard way over the years, Eric.
You expect somebody to help you with the playoff position. They don't give you any help.
No. Comets the restart. Mijatovic looking far post. Just wide. Back down to Rian. Marquez sweeps it in. Mijatovic turns.
Chest.
Comets maintain possession. Tetsani out wide to the right to Nacho. Looking to get it into the target, pass off the mark. Tetsani trying to get the ball back. It's deflected out of bounds off of the Comets, and it'll go to Tacoma.
Take 10. That's all the time you'll need for Eric Berger. That's me to take you inside the game and get to know some of the big stars advancing the sport on and off the field. 10 for 10 airs weekly on MASL TV. Episode 10 coming this Friday.
Done a great job on that series this year, partner.
Appreciate that. Well, since you were episode 10 last year.
Attempted Wallace score. Holloman drives one back in there, but wide to the right. Comets trying to win the ball back. Romero in on the action.
Look at Pereira. Pereira's just wide open.
Oh, he sure is. Pino is back there with him, though. Here's Toth. Toth showing off some of those foot skills. Gets it away from the goal. Andoreo still buzzing around, able to knock it free. Holloman picks it up for the Comets.
Pereira scored his goal in the third quarter. It was the third Tacoma goal the other night. He was so wide open, no defender picked him up. Netto had to try to guard him, and so the Comets bench, everybody on the field need to be talking with one another, make sure Pereira doesn't just get too much easy space there.
Off the boards and into Toth. Toth to Corey Keats. Near side, Willie Spur across the half line. On up the far side, shot to the far post. Rebound comes to the Comets. Here is Palma. Leo Palma down the left side, still trucking. One of the Comet youngsters. Got so many young faces in there for Kansas City because the Comets have a number of players who are out. Leo Acosta, Mikey Lennis, here's Ramon Palmer. Palmer leaving it for a teammate in Tetsane, but he's got tangled up with a Stars player. Now Mijatovic picks up the loose ball and hits a top shelf where Grandma keeps the cookies, guns a-blazing. Comets trim the lead, it's 3-1.
Also after the play, seeing something we saw last game, the Comets wanting to bring the ball back right after the goal. Let's take a look at this replay. Walla, score didn't work. Free ball to Mijatovic. He's going to go top shelf. Got a few cookie jars slammed here tonight by both teams, Nick.
Definitely. No, they're not safe tonight, so better put them in a more secure location. For Mijatovic. That is goal number 6 on the season. Kansas City is within 2. Let me tell you who else is out. Chase Peterson, Henry Ramirez, and Lucas Souza is not dressed tonight. Henry Ramirez and Lucas Souza out because of illness. The other 3 players out because of injury. Here come the Comets again. This is Nathan Durle. Durle going forward, runs into a couple of white jerseys, played back to Andorreos. Christian will go off. Reggett will come on, along with Marquez. So you've got Rion Marquez and Zach Reggett out there at the same time. And as Eric pointed out earlier, Reggett's kind of slid to a midfield position with Marquez playing in the target. Into the corner. Comets did not have anybody inside the yellow line, so they might have been just going for changes. And they get a more defensive team out there on the field with Caceres holding the ball in the Stars' last third.
So at the game the other day, there was a fan who travels all the way from Montana to go to Stars games, and she's a monster Caceres fan.
Wow.
Got to kick the first kick to him, too. That was a pretty cool experience.
That's awesome. Sounds like they treated you pretty well up there in Tacoma, Eric.
Hey, sometimes better than I get treated here in Kansas City, Nick. You were talking about all the injuries. I interviewed Comets managing partner Ryan Budzinski for 10 for 10. I'll hold that thought. He had some interesting thoughts on can the Comets win it all.
Pereira to Caceres. Save Ejimadu. Romero in the box. Couldn't handle that pass from Pereira. Andorreos, now Palma. Everybody giving chase. Andorreos helps that one to the Stars half. Held in by Nacho. Nacho boots the floater into the corner. Toth goes into the corner. He's way off his line.
Fans wanted a handball. They're not going to get it. So Brian Budzinski said for the Comets to go all the way, they need a little bit of luck and good health. And a little bit of luck, you just never know how the things are going to shake out.
It certainly wasn't with them on Friday night, I'll
right.
tell you that.
And the good health?
Well, not so much, right?
Maybe not right now, but we'll see in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, you want your best 16 players there in San Diego. I'm sure every team is saying the same thing.
Tyler John turns and fires, and Ejimadu had it for a moment. Now he does. He sends it up to Wainwright. Wainwright. It comes off the boards, picked up by Andorreos. Andorreos trying to slot it through to Kazim, and then back the other way comes Tacoma. Tyler John trying to cut it back in. Tyler John gets caught up in the Comet defense. Kazim through 2 players, correction, Tetsane. Tetsane still going forward, still moving forward. Marked closely there by Willie Spur. Tetsane working really hard and will give the ball up and back to Vandergriff. Here's Reggett. 9:39 to play until halftime. 3-1, Tacoma. Flicked back for Reggett. Reggett return pass to Marquez. Toth came way off his line to help out his defender. Marquez is sandwiched between all kinds of stars, players. Goalkeeper out front, shot by Pino. That one high. Rebound back to Pino. Another one. Toth makes the save.
And look at there, they try to go again. Ejimadu read that really well off his line.
Ejimadu heads it back into the Comets' half of the field. Tacoma and the Comets both giving chase. A high bounce off the carpet. Headed back to the logo. And there it's picked up by Willie Spur, trying to advance it forward. Palmer goes down on a foul called on Mike Ramos of the Stars.
For fans who believe that goalkeepers should say locked in their penalty box, and even better, locked on their line, both goalkeepers have shown you today the value of getting off your line. You read the game, you prevent teams from getting easy shots on you.
And that last exchange, Toth saw that the defender marking Rion went down. He came up to help out. Back the other way. Here's a try off the foot of Felipe Souza. And that one deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Tacoma.
Good save there from Ejimadu once again. Playoff tickets are now available. Join 8 of our teams and Nick Vassos in sunny San Diego as they square off in the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs April 4th through 6th. Visit frontwavearena.com to reserve your seat today. I improvised that one, Nick. You're not actually in the read.
8:35 to play until halftime. Restart Tacoma. Up top, Pereira, blocked by Mijatovic. Pereira gets the rebound. We'll kick it back to Toth, and Toth will boom it long. That one against the netting. And it'll come back to Kansas City.
Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bashjavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. I know we're going to talk about under review. I know Friday night's Kansas City-Tacoma game will appear in under review. We'll see if they cover it as well tomorrow night on MASL Monday.
Yeah. And I wonder if there'll be some more discussion about VAR or replay, as we like to call in this league. Here's a giveaway. Comets have it in their last third. Reggett trying to get it over to Marquez. Rion marked by Jones. Rion into the target to Vandergriff. Back out.
Once again, Reggett playing midfield with Marquez up in target.
And then into the corner. Kicked away by John. Reggett is there. Reggett pinned up against the boards. Now trying to poke the ball free. It comes loose. Reggett is open. Then he goes down and then kicked away.
What an amazing play by Briscoe there, because otherwise that was going to be 3-2 Comets.
Rion trying to get it to Nacho. Nacho goes down and another foul called on the Stars.
There are players' bodies all over the place. You can tell how much Tacoma wants to win this game. Take a look at the replay. Ball put into Marquez. He's being guarded tight. You could call fouls everywhere.
Here's the restart by Kansas City. Blast by Tetsane off the two-man wall. Deflects back to Ejimadu.
But, Nick, I love when the referees let them play, and I think in a situation like this, let them play unless it gets totally out of control. So far, so good.
It's not, so let's have him decided on the field. Zach Reggett, marked by Corey Keats, leaves it for Marquez. Rion forward to Tetsane. Tetsane is marked by Briscoe. There's a little help from Logan Jones. Slide tackle by Vandergriff comes out to Mijatovic. Mijatovic had it poked away by Jones. Correction, Tyler John. Now the Comets slowly work it up. 6:36 left to play in the first half. 3-1 Tacoma. Here's Leo Palma pressed into service because of a number of players out for the Comets tonight.
Thought he looked good Friday night up in Tacoma. A bunch of the young guys, they show up to practice every day, don't always get the minutes, and then you're given the opportunity. I thought he looked good. I thought Joe Wainwright, who scored 2 goals, looked really good. He absolutely deserved this spot today.
And we've got a timeout. Let's take a timeout with 6:02 left to play in the first half. The Comets have pulled one back. It's 3-1 Tacoma here on 38th The Spot at MASL TV.
Hail, alma mater, we sing to thee. Thy name forever a guiding light shall be.
Strong as an oak tree, thy name shall never fail.
To thee, alma mater.
Hail, Park Hail. We are. We are. We are.
We are.
The Adirondack Apartments, the brand new apartment and townhome community, is now open in Independence and is the exclusive housing partner of your Kansas City Comets. Discover modern luxury living, from stainless steel appliances to resort-style swimming pool. The Adirondack Apartments has everything you need to live the life you deserve. Stop by or visit us on the web to schedule a tour of your brand new luxury home. The Adirondack Apartments.
Welcome back to Cable Dahmer Arena. Visiting Stars leading 3-1 here in the second quarter. It's Military Appreciation Night here at Cable Dahmer Arena, and you have an opportunity to bid on those beautiful military jerseys the Comets are wearing today. Go to Event Gives. There's a link on Comets social media, Comets website, event.gives if you want to take a look there. Comets field players are wearing those black striped jerseys. The Comets goalies actually wore the white ones in warm-ups but had to change, but they're all sweaty, so they're like game ready for you. They are all sweaty. They had to change because the Tacoma Stars are wearing white. I wasn't sure which way they were going to go this year, whether the blacks were going to be the goalie jerseys or the whites, but on the whites they're pretty cool because it's got a huge Comet logo stenciled in gray on a white shirt. They're really, really pretty. Event.gives, take a look, and I'm sure some of the usual suspects jerseys will go for a lot of money like they always seem to. Team Fidelis, once again, doing a great partnership with the Kansas City Comets, Nick.
And another way that the Comets give back to the community every season. Foul called on DeBray Holloman. 3-1 Stars over the Comets. 5:46 to play in the first half. Into the corner for Pereira. Pereira marked by Pino of the Comets. Pereira flicks it back for Ramos, who shoots. Save Ejimadu. Pino trying to bang it off the boards. He does. Pereira leaves it out to Caceres, who shoots, and that one up and over the glass. Goalkeeper distribution coming up for Kansas City.
Tacoma has actually played really well here at Cable Dahmer Arena. Comets lead the series here 5-4, and so it always feels like every time Tacoma comes to town, you know it's going to be a battle. And
shot, and Wainwright
what a
on
save.
The doorstep, off the bar, still loose out front. Toth.
I don't know if we'll get a replay on that, but Toth's reaction, the ball bouncing first to Wainwright. Toth poked it up, and he saved it off the crossbar. What a save by Chris Toth.
Incredible.
What do they call him? The Iceman? Isn't that what the Empire Strikers crew calls him?
Yeah, you know he's pretty good, Eric. Yeah. I think he's got a future in this game. Here's Riggett. Oh, just wide.
I can't believe it. He placed that so well off his right. He thought it had kissed inside the post. Not so much.
Wainwright again. He's moving right. Boy, Wainwright is You're right, Eric. He looks pretty good out there on the field.
He's a player.
Yeah.
He is a player.
Here comes Nacho over to Wainwright. Wainwright shoots. That one off the near post. No good. Yahir Romero out with the rebound. And the Stars leading 3-1 down the right side. Romero moving inside the yellow line. Goes down. Comets take over. Here's Palma back the other way. Comets in a 2v2 or 2v3 right now. The ball comes off to Corey Keats. Keats shielding away Andreos. And then a foul called on Christian.
Corey Keats has had some big games here, Nick.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been the hero a number of times. Andreos. Here's Toth. Out to Correa. Pinballing off. Comets take over. Near side for Tetsane. Lacia. Down to the corner to Ramon Palmer. Palmer will play it back to Vandergriff.
Much better quarter already for the Comets, even though you haven't seen the goals come yet.
Pereira. He's trying to slot it through. Now Keats with a drive, and that one I think may have gone off his own player.
Did.
On the far boards, it pops out to Briscoe. Pereira's going to hold it, wait for more players to get out there on the field. Pereira shovels it up towards Logan Jones. Jones double teamed in the referee's crease. And Pereira comes away with it. Here comes Pereira. He'll play it out wide to the right. Shot by Ramos near post. Rebound shot deflected out wide to the right. Ramos.
Big play by Vandergriff there.
Gets the ball back. Marked closely by a Comet player. That's Palma. And now front and center for Caceres. Caceres into Pereira. Pereira looked like he was just going to try to redirect that one, but could not. Pereira again. Boy, they're finding it easy to get into the target of where Nick Pereira is. It's too easy. Now a stolen pass by Andreos. Andreos taking it deep into the corner, goes off the boards, and Toth, he read it perfectly, couldn't snare it with the gloves, but it goes to his teammate Willie Spur.
He's like, oh, I meant to do that. He reads the ball off the boards better than just about anybody else. You're going to have to hit that with a little bit more pace to keep him set on his line.
Down to Spur again. Wallace score attempt, and that one kicked away by Palmer of the Comets. Mijatovic sends it back to Holloman, then over to Ramon. Palmer sends it up to the half line. Kazim. Now back to Palmer. 3-1 Tacoma. 1:30 left to play in the first half. Guerrero Pino up to Reggett. Reggett will play it near side for Mijatovic. Mijatovic with two players marked in front of him. Into Durle. Durle popped up into the air. It comes back down. Pereira settles it in the corner. Shielding away Durle. Now Mijatovic comes away with it, shoots. That one wide to the right. Rebound stays with the Comets. 1 minute to play. 1 minute to play in the first half. Mijatovic. Into Reggett. Reggett goes down, but is able to get it to Holloman. Now over to Pino. Zach Reggett turns faces. He'll go off the boards for Mijatovic. Mijatovic trying to turn. And back the other way. Here comes Tacoma. It's Nick Pereira trying to move to his left. Pino picks his pocket. Here come the Comets on the counter. Pino leaves it for Reggett. Reggett's pass driven in there, easily saved by Toth. And Toth will hang on for as long as he can before he's got to get rid of it. Tosses it down the right side. 12 seconds left. Can the Comets get something here? Probably not. There's only 6 seconds left in the first half. Durle sends it into the corner. Toth has it and will hold on to it, and that will be the end of the first half. So at the end of the first half, Tacoma leading 3-1, scoring 3 goals in that first quarter. Comets held them scoreless in the second. Scoring 1 for themselves, Mijatovic comes up with the tally. We're going to go down to the field here. Eric Bergerud is visiting with the head coach of the Comets, Stefan
Coach,
Stokes.
little slow start for the Comets, but it looked like you were dictating pace in the second quarter. What did you see as position from first to second?
We were very heavy in the first quarter. Decision making wasn't good, but again, Tacoma came out and scored some good goals. The first 3 goals. Again, we're not putting away our chances. I think in that second quarter we dominated with possession and shots, but we didn't put them away.
Few adjustments in the lineup. I noticed that Zach Reggett was playing in the midfield. Is there something you see bringing Marquette and Reggett together on the same line?
Yeah, I mean, right now we're trying to add, especially with all the players that have been out. Especially in the midfield, we're trying to figure out a way to make it work. But adding Rian and Zach at the same time gives a little bit more threat there.
Should I ask you the question about adjustments at halftime?
No.
Okay, that's Coach Stefan Stokic. Comets have some work to do.
Okay,
good momentum in the second quarter. Back to you, Chris Kamler.
All right, thank you, Eric. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll get our halftime show going. We're going to talk to Nicolau Netto, Comets goalkeeper. We'll take you around the MASL in 5 minutes, and then Eric and I will get you set for the third quarter. 3-1 Tacoma at the break.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
It's a season of savings at Cable Dahmer. Coming now during our Season of New Tradition sales event, get a Forte for only $99 a month. That's only $99. Plus, every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And Cable Dahmer Kia has doubled the size of its service bays to serve you better. Stop in today off Colburn Road in Lee Summit or visit us online at cabledahmerkia.com. If you want a Kia, thank Cable Dahmer.
We know a place where you can drop your bags and relax your mind. It's a place where you can unwind and unplug while staying connected, where having a lot on your plate is a good thing. And 5:30 Kickback is all about kicking back. Yeah, we know a place, and we know you'll love it too. Drury Hotels. Travel happy.
Halftime between the Comets and the Stars. Our halftime guest is Comets goalkeeper Nicolau Netto. Netto, let's start with Friday night's game in Tacoma. That was a really tough one for the club to stomach, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, a loss is never something that we really enjoy having, right? So, especially the way it was, unfortunately, we were not able to capitalize at the end. I mean, due to the refereeing's decision, but something we learn from and something that we cannot leave up to the refs to decide, and we'll try to take care of business tonight.
The Comets, no doubt, are playing their toughest part of their schedule, and it comes at a really tough part of the season. It comes at the latter part of the season. The team's dropped 4 of 5 opportunity to get points here. Is it any similar to last year when you guys found yourself, struggling a little bit, but you pulled yourself up and you made it to the Ron Newman Cup final? Can you take anything from last year and maybe apply it to this year?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this year is a little bit different, right? Because we clinched playoffs with 8 rounds in advance, if I'm not mistaken. So ultimately, you already know that we did our homework, and now it's time just to build momentum. Obviously, the goal is never to drop points. We wanted to continue to bring those points to the table and finish as high as possible. But this year has a little bit of a different taste. But obviously, we've already been through this, so we have the ability to deal with a little bit more softly, I would say. And the goal is to continue to win and build momentum to playoffs.
This year has been a little bit different for you, Netto, than in years past. Philip Ejimadu has played terrific, and I know you're excited about him playing well. How do you guys help each other during practice and in the games?
Well, I try to be available to the team however I can, right? Whether it is helping Philip or helping my teammates with whatever piece of advice I can give. Mm-hmm. Definitely the most challenging season for me up to this time, and haven't played as much as I would hope for due to injuries and not really getting a sequence to play the best of my game. Mm-hmm. But like I said, the goal is to win a championship, and I'm here to help however I can, and bringing that experience to the younger guys is something that has worked out.
We can see the finish line, Netto. Next weekend are the final 2 regular season games, and then it's off to California for the playoffs. It's different this year, as you know, Netto. In the semis and in the quarters, single elimination. Mm-hmm. What kind of soccer do you think that will produce in the playoffs?
I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be exciting. I think every team is going to be playing to win. You can expect a lot of goals, a lot of effort from every team, and we know that if you win, we move on to the next phase, and if you lose, you go home. So nothing to hold. It's just all out, and we are here for the ring this year.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be intense, no doubt about it. Hey, best of luck to you the rest of the way, Netto. Really appreciate your time. Comets goalkeeper Nicolau Netto joining us at halftime. We've got more of the Stars and the Comets coming up next.
Clear vision is so important for everything I do, on and off the field. I'm Zach Reggett, forward for the Kansas City Comets. We are super excited to partner with Silverstein Eye Centers as the official eye care provider for the Kansas City Comets.
I'm Dr. Steve Silverstein. We would love to show you what eye care should be. Please call us to schedule an appointment or visit our website at silversteineyecenters.com.
Community America Credit Union, where every member feels like a star. Member owned, open to all. Community America Credit Union, invested in you.
With the one in there and almost deflected. Shot in the goal! It is Netto! Comets win game 1. Out to Reggett. He does the game winner! For the Dudes and for the score! And he scores! Shoot! He
What's going on, everybody? This is the MASL in 5. It's your chance to get caught up on everything that went down in the MASL over the past week in just 5 minutes. Let's go.
Chip it down, shot, goal. Great job. It's another assist for Nascimento. And Arroyo scores to make it 3-2.
The race for the 8th and final playoff spot is heating up. It was a must-win for St. Louis last weekend against Baltimore, and the ambush got the job done. They handed the Blast their first defeat at home all season long, winning the contest 7-6. and it was just a reflection of their strong play recently. St. Louis has won 4 of its last 5 games. They've got to keep that hot play going if they want to overtake Tacoma for the 8th spot and keep on dancing. You know who else had a big smile on their face last weekend? The Outlaws. Once again, they managed to knock off their rivals in the Dallas Derby, beating the Sidekick 6-5 and killing their hopes of making the playoffs once and for all. Texas started slowly this season, but have finished well and are loving playing the role of spoiler. This was the marquee matchup of the weekend. First place Chihuahua against second place San Diego, but it proved to be no contest at all as the Savage pummeled them 12-2. To be fair, San Diego was missing several key players, but Corner Sport Arena continues to be a riddle the opposition just cannot solve. Kansas City managed to get back on track last weekend against the Milwaukee Wave. The Comets were on a 3-game losing streak, but they put an end to that, taking down the Wave 9-6 at Cable Dahmer Arena. The Comets solidly in third place now, but Milwaukee just hasn't been playing its best recently. They are sliding at the wrong time. With the playoffs approaching, they've lost 5 of their last 7 games, falling to 7th in the standings. Let's take a look at the league table then. Chihuahua in first, followed closely behind by San Diego. KC in third spot. We really want to focus, though, on that 8th and 9th battle there. Tacoma, St. Louis, the Ambush 2 points behind the Stars, but they do have a game in hand. They control their own destiny. So let's take a look at a couple of massive matchups this weekend with playoff ramifications. St. Louis in Texas on Saturday. The Ambush cannot afford to stumble, and Texas, as mentioned, is loving playing the role of spoiler. It'll be fascinating to watch. Tacoma will play a home-and-home with Kansas City. Friday in Washington, then Sunday back at Cable Dahmer. The Stars have won 4 of their last 6, but if they're going to make the playoffs, it'll be the hard way. 2 against KC, 1 game versus San Diego to round out their schedule. Your Green Drop players of the week: Diego Reynoso in goal for Chihuahua, then 2 Tacoma Stars. Defensively, Tyler John, and on offense, Yahir Romero. Let's start things off with Romero. Fantastic week for the Stars, who, as mentioned, cannot afford to stumble. They did not, behind his 6 points, 3 goals, and 3 assists to lead Tacoma. And his mate defensively gets the nod, Tyler John. He had 1 block, but also came through with 5 points for the Stars. And in goal, it was Reynoso getting the nod. He had 14 saves while allowing just 2 goals against San Diego. Okay, it is time now for your plays of the week.
Guerrero Pino is the one, and there's a header! Oh my gosh, it's Mijatovic! Mijatovic from his defender position heads it.
On the turf, Nestor with the nutmeg shot! What a gorgeous goal! Superman is back in the building, pulls the nutmeg, goes upper left corner.
Finalmente le dan el córner al equipo salvaje.
Aquí la pelota para Roberto! They get it up to Andereos. Andereos looking far post, gets it over to Ray Holloman, poked it in the middle. Ball is loose.
What a save,
and
Willie B.
Save, Willie B.
Points move into that 8th playoff spot, but the Stars. Romero plays it off the boards to himself.
Left side for Alvarez, correction Sanchez. Sanchez tees one up, and Shazam! Alex Sanchez.
Takes up again, now Gerson does have it. He wants a long distance shot. He has the hat trick. Gordy Gerson, what a way to cap off the night. His 3rd goal.
Yeah, and just a reminder, of course, that to stay up to date with everything that's going on with the league, including great feature stories, the latest news, statistics, you can head to the MASL's official social media outlets. Thanks so much for watching. See you next week.
Kansas City. This is my town. What happens here matters to me. You're my neighbors, and when one of my neighbors gets hurt, I want to help. If you're hurt in Kansas City, I've got this.
Call 816-888-7500.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
Hail, alma mater, we sing to thee. Thy name forever a guiding light shall be.
Strong as an oak tree, thy name shall never fail.
To thee, alma mater.
Hail, Park Hail. We are. We are. We are.
We are.
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on X. Nick Vassos, kind of a lively first half.
Yeah, for sure. Let's take a look at the first half, and boy, did Tacoma get out to a great start. Comets wearing those military retro jerseys. And here we go. Boy, Tacoma, and this Tyler John got it started off first with a banger past Ejimadu.
Just took that cut inside and nothing Ejimadu could do. That was 1-0 Stars early on.
Here's goal number 2.
Off the restart, deflected off Pereira, but that's why you have somebody on the wing. Mike Ramos, thank you very much. 2-0 Stars.
And then at this point, you're wondering to yourself, oh my, is Tacoma going to run the Comets out of the building?
Wallace Scora, assist from Chris Toth to Nick Pereira. Oh, that knee hurts too much. He can't play. Comets pulled one back, battle in the boards. Loose ball to Mijatovic. He went top shelf too. 3-1. Comets had a few good other opportunities late in the second quarter, could not convert, and that's where we head into the second half, Nick. 3-1 for the visitors.
Mijatovic getting a goal against his old team. Kansas City holding Tacoma scoreless in that second frame. So Comets did get some good work there in the second quarter, just didn't finish their chances. Kansas City fans hope that Comets will be able to finish in the second half. As for Tacoma, they came out inspired. They won on Friday night. They're fighting for that 8th and final spot in the upcoming Ron Newman Cup playoffs. And boy, they played some inspired soccer in the first half. And we got a game on our hands here in the next 30 minutes, Mr. Bergerud.
We absolutely do. Normally by now we'd be hearing banter from Wave and Ambush fans, but the Wave are busy beating the Outlaws 9-0.
Wow.
Up at home, and
another big game coming up later on tonight, right? Oh, here's loose ball. Comets. Toth couldn't hang on to that in the corner. Marquez eventually came over and shot one that deflected out of bounds off of the Stars.
Big game coming up in Ontario, California. We'll talk about that.
Here's a restart over the defense. Shot.
That was on target, too.
Mijatovic hit that one on the volley. And I believe that was Logan Jones who came up with the block. Big one for the Stars. Now Mike Ramos. And then from behind, boy, Ramos wanted a foul there, didn't get it. They're letting him play, that's for sure.
Well, one of the adjustments we heard the Comets might make was getting Mijatovic, Reget, and Marquez out on the field at the same time. You saw that earlier on, but Mijatovic's shot on goal blocked.
Toth chips one into the corner looking for Pereira. And almost an own goal. Redford was right there on the goal line. It did not cross the line. as Ejimadu snatched that one back before it could cross the line.
Vandergriff knew he couldn't foot pass it back. He got called for one a couple games ago, so he tried to knead it and almost went over the line, but no harm, no foul there for the Comets.
Here's Pereira. Comet defense takes it away. Ramon Palmer, now a foul. This one's going to go against the Stars, and that'll go against Nick Pereira.
Subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more.
Live action back underway. Comets out shooting the Stars 18-17. Yeah, it's been a close game. Here is Mijatovic in the corner. Mijatovic playing against his former team. Comets have hit kind of a rough stretch of the regular season. They've lost 4 of their last 5. And that was after winning 8 in a row. So
this feels a little bit like last year, just at a different time of the season.
Yes.
8 early games strong, 8 games in the middle really not strong, and then 8 strong at the end. It's just the schedule laid out differently this year.
Ejimadu into the corner for Mijatovic. Mijatovic trying to settle it. 2 people on his back. It comes down to Tacoma. They try to dribble it out. Taken back by Wainwright. Here is Zach Regan, who tried to go lower right. Now Mijatovic with a drive, and that one blocked. Out of bounds. Comets are going to have a free kick here. Boy, Mijatovic showing some promise there.
Wainwright, almost a no-look pass there to Regan. Shot goes wide. Mijatovic puts it on frame. I think that was Souza who blocked it.
Trying to slot it through the middle. Regan tries to blast one in there. It's kicked away by Tacoma. And then a foul is called against Kansas City. That'll go against Zach Regan.
And once again, Tacoma trying to go on the break there. Anytime Tyler John gets into space, just watch out.
Yep.
Mentioned earlier, he was Defensive Player of the Week. Although, I mean, he's listed as defender, but he's mainly playing up top at target. And then Yahir Romero was the Offensive Player of the Week. So Tacoma getting a couple awards last week.
Andreos will go off. Rion Marquez comes back on. Comets on offense. Also coming on, Leo Palma. Here's Palma, passing it right side, Nathan Durle. The rookie from Columbia, Missouri, plays it front and center for Nacho. Now back to Guerrero Pino. Nacho plays it right into Durle, who turns and faces to the corner for Palma. Now back up top to the arc, and then Marquez. Rion goes right side. Palma goes off. Zach Regan comes back on. Nacho goes off, and Tetsane comes on. Durle says, hold up. He goes off. Wainwright comes on, and then Tacoma kicks it long, and we're going to have a
top of the arc restart.
Top of the
Can't
arc
make
restart.
mistakes like that.
Mendoza, the guilty party there.
Boy, Nick, I would love for them to call a timeout right here. Saw Tacoma do this the other day up in Pacific Northwest.
11:03 to play. Slid. Oh, he hit the top of the crossbar. Tetsane. And the rebound comes off to Nacho. So close there to get the Comets within 1. But the crossbar, Christos' best friend. Meanwhile, back the other way. And that was Felipe Souza getting tangled up, running into Pino. Stars maintain possession. 3-1 Tacoma over Kansas City. This is Tacoma's next to last game in the regular season. They'll wrap it up next weekend in San Diego on Sunday. Comets trying to win the ball on the half line. Kick back to Caceres. Caceres forward into the corner for Pereira. Pino kind of helped that one. Deflect back outside the Comets' yellow line. KC takes over. Tetsane's got it. He'll send it over to Pino. Both teams will go for changes. And Mijatovic.
It's a hard habit to break, right?
It sure is. And I can't remember who we were talking to, but somebody was saying it's okay either way. And it's like, well, I like to get it right. I mean, what does he prefer? You know? So
it's kind of like Rion Marquez and Marks, right?
That's a great story, though. His family got a message to Eric and I. Stop with the Marks. Stop.
We like Marquez sounds better, yeah?
So. Comets patiently wait that one out. They win the ball back. Let's see if they can get organized here, create a chance. Up to the referee's crease, Wainwright. Now Holloman, left side for Vandergriff. Coming up on just under 9 minutes to play now in the third. Reggett into Mijatovic. Back out front to Vandergriff. Here's Mijatovic moving to his left. The left footer rolled over the top of that one. And Toth kicks it long. Couple of hops off the blue turf. Ejimadu reaches up with a left foot. Kicks it back towards the half line. Wainwright digs in. He chases the ball back to the other end of the field. Chris Toth gets it out to Briscoe. And then that one touched by Hansen. Across the half line to Tyler John. John running stride for stride with Vandergriff. Ejimadu comes over, and then from behind, Marquez gets hammered down, and a foul called on the Stars. That's going to go against Chase Hansen.
Feeling in his lower back here. I think he'll try to get up without the trainer's help.
Marquez gets up. Marquez, 6'4", 215. Boy, he and Hansen both come up slow.
Ejimadu just drops it into the midfield and collision. Particularly from another angle. Simple foul. Doesn't mean it hurts any less, but it's still a simple foul.
That's a good point. Marquez stays in. Hansen's shaking up a little bit as well. Looks like he's going to be okay. Nacho going forward, looking for Rion. Broken up by the Stars. Taken away by Cale Spence. He gets it up to his teammate, Willie Spur. Spur leading his teammate. Shot. Goal! It's Cale Spence with the tally. And the Stars now lead 4-1.
Take a look at here on the replay. Right before the media timeout. Willie Spur in the corner. He knows he's got a runner. What a run from Spence. Found himself free. 4-1. Willie Spur once again. Kate Spence. Good ball movement.
All right. Let's take a break. Timeout on the field. We have 7:50 left to play in the third. Tacoma's extended their lead. It's 4-1.
The Adirondack Apartments, the brand new apartment and townhome community, is now open in Independence and is the exclusive housing partner of your Kansas City Comets. Discover modern luxury living, from stainless steel appliances to resort-style swimming pool. The Adirondack Apartments has everything you need to live the life you deserve. Stop by or visit us on the web to schedule a tour of your brand new luxury home. The Adirondack Apartments.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more, and a little deep dive in that Milwaukee, Texas game, 9-0 wave early, or in the first half. First half hat trick for IB26. So at 41 years young, he keeps scoring goals.
Sure does. You saw a lot of congratulations to Cale Spence happening on the Tacoma bench. Cale just opened up his account for the season, scored his first goal.
Good for him.
This season. So
he started that play and made the run off of Willie Spur. And Comets are going to have to figure something out here.
Yeah, they are. Trailing by 3. 7:32 left to play in the third. That's the only bit of good news. The Comets have some time here to work with. But they got to start sawing some wood if you're a Comets fan.
You were talking about the Comets schedule, the way it laid out. In defense at Tacoma, they had a brutal first half of the season schedule. It found themselves where they would be playing Chihuahua on a Friday night and then have to go Sunday to San Diego. And so the schedules lined up better for them the second half of the season. And they knew they could make this run. Mm-hmm. I don't know that they knew that St. Louis would be making a run at the same time.
It's going to be close. Tacoma kicks it out of bounds, turns it over to Kansas City. Pino is there. If you're just joining us and you're wondering why aren't the Comets wearing their home reds, well, those are military appreciation jerseys. And we're going to tell you how you can get your hands on some. Toth came off his line a little bit. You can bid on those jerseys to benefit Team Fidelis, a local veterans organization helping veterans in our area. Foul called against Kansas City.
Take a look in the corner. Corey Keats. Actually, Romero first, then Keats. I think the foul was on Romero is the one they whistled. Right there.
Ramon Palmer got his money's worth, didn't he?
He did.
Mm-hmm. The veteran Ramon Palmer in his 11th season. Keats, he chips one into the corner for Ramos. Tyler John. And boy, Ejimadu coming over quickly to get that ball.
Tyler John, one of the many local products that they found a way to move up. Tacoma has done a great job in terms of identifying local players, moving them up through their reserve team and the Western Indoor Soccer League.
Mijatovic goes down. Everybody wanted a call. Here come the Stars. And a good defensive play by Chad Vandergriff. And then Zach Reggett takes down, it's Cale Spence once again.
Take a look at the replay there. Here it goes Mijatovic trying to go around.
Into Nick Pereira. It's a give and go with Mendoza and a foul called on Nacho, who pleads his case to our crew chief, Daniel Redford.
Nani Mendoza had a big game here last year, scored a game winner in a shootout. Don't see too many shootouts. Little push right in front of the referee.
Pereira drives one in there. Ejimadu makes the save. Nacho kicks it off the boards. Comes down on the turf. Tacoma controls. 5:45 to play. Comets trail by 3. Comets trying to keep from losing 5 of their last 6 games. As we head into the last part of the regular season before the playoffs. Ramos pulls it back. Here's a shot. Save! Ejimadu! Nani Mendoza.
That was almost too easy for Mendoza. Ejimadu slid over so well, made his body big.
Huge save by Ejimadu. That keeps it a 3-goal game. Tacoma really playing well here in Kansas City against the Comets. Toth. Near side it comes to Caceres. Now far side to Souza. Double team by the Comets. Durle gets a piece of it, and then he runs right into Briscoe, and a foul called against Kansas City.
Said earlier, Tacoma seems to just play so well here at Cable Dahmer Arena in recent years in particular. Take a look at this Durle kind of missed the ball there. Foul, free kick for the Stars. Kansas City and Tacoma have only played twice in their histories on this date.
Caceres all the way back to Toth. Toth is 6-7-3 on the season. A forward pass to Pereira.
He is the reigning goalkeeper of the year, though, Nick.
As I said earlier, I think he's pretty good. You know, I mean, he might be around for a little while. Pino forward, up to Durle. Durle gets shoved away by Pereira and then kicked away by Chase Hansen. Comets will track back and recover. 4 minutes to play in the third. Wainwright forward to Reggett.
What a play by Toth.
Way off his line. Boy, you said that right, Eric. You can say that again. Wainwright kicks it back to Tetsane. On over to Vandergriff. Comets are looking to get some more offensive players on the field. Out goes Pino. On comes Marquez. Rion out on the half line, trying to dart inside of Jones. He's double teamed now. And Ramos goes down and a foul called on Rion Marquez.
Cabelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. The all-new MASL fan store will be launching soon. Foul for sure. Easy call for the referees.
Rion was pleading his case before that. How about Ramos fouling me? Tacoma leading 4-1. Nacho into the corner for Marquez. Marquez leaves it for Palmer. Shoot, save! Toth! How did he do that?
Reigning goalkeeper of the year. And we said earlier, 5 consecutive wins against the Comets dating back to his time playing in Southern California, both in San Diego and Ontario.
Nacho rolling it forward. Reggett gets a touch for the Comets to maintain possession. Now up the right side for Marquez. Under 3 minutes to play in the third. Ball loose out front, pinballing around. It's in the net! Goal, Kansas City! Comets pull another one back. Ramon Palmer. It's 4-2.
So we saw a lot of hard shots in the second quarter. One of the softest ones you're going to see winds up going in the net. Ball is loose, and Ramon Palmer's just like, I'm going to touch this in. Ball ricochets off Toth. Past Corey Keats on the goal line there. And it's 4-2.
Ramon Palmer, number 10 on the year for the 11th year veteran. 4-2. 2-goal game. The next goal is going to be the most important goal of this contest. Tyler John turns. He runs into the boards, and we have a foul.
I think Ejimadu thought that maybe Ramos flew himself into the board. So, I mean, there's a reason why. Excuse me, Tyler John, not Ramos. There's a reason why this wasn't a 2. But they're going to look at it.
They sure are.
Oh, challenge flag is why they're going to look at it. It was
okay. So it was called a foul.
Just a simple foul.
Simple foul.
We have a challenge flag for boarding. Comets thought it was embellished. The referees are going to take a look at it. I spent some quality time this weekend with video review, Nick Vassos.
Yeah, we sure have. And, you know, I think that the league is probably going to take a look at the replay and its rules because of some of the inconsistencies that we've seen. Here we go.
The mic's working.
Tacoma is challenging for a possible blue card. The previous play is under review.
Yeah, so they're wanting the boarding. So there's multiple challenges here with the video review system. Not every arena has the same video setup. And so you have to come up with a baseline of what you can see.
Right, and that's just it. You can't, it has to be conclusive. It has to be beyond.
So let's take a look. Doubts. Here's Tyler John, Guerrero Pino. Ejimadu is like, you took a dive. Just because Ejimadu thought he took a dive, we'll see what the referees say.
After review, the call on the field stands. Free kick only. Tacoma.
So it was a simple foul. The Comets wanted embellishment, which, no, simple foul right in front of us, just the way we saw this. Take a look at the other time. Little nudge from Pino.
Boy, Tyler John came down awkwardly on the ball, too.
Pino's laughing. No, I think that was the right call.
Yeah.
They had a good, the referees had a good view of this from video review, and it was right in front of us here when we saw it live. But a good opportunity here in the corner for Tacoma.
Comets put 2 men on the wall. Pereira behind the ball. Nick surveys his opportunities. He'll go up top. Shot, goal! It's Caceres from way downtown. Bang! 5-2 Stars.
Nick Pereira's looking back. I couldn't tell if it was a Pino and Ejimadu and just shaking his hand like, ooh, that was spicy. Take a look at this. From the yellow line, drilled it, not just top shelf, but corner top shelf. If you have Nick Pereira over the ball, good things can happen for your team. 5-2. And you said, Mr. Vassos, this next goal is going to be pivotal.
Yeah, yes it is. If you're a Comets fan, you're not happy about that at all. But if you're a Stars fan, you are jumping for joy.
If you're a Comets fan, you might be thinking, where's the ceremonial 6 attacker jersey and who's got it today?
Right. 2:05 left in the third. Tacoma back to a 3-goal lead. Foul called against the Stars. Comets will restart it.
So you're going to be out in San Diego, Nick.
I am. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to fly out Thursday before the playoffs begin on Friday, just with the team. And there's a shot and a goal right back. It's Nathan Durle. Nathan Durle pulls another one back. The Comets once again back within 2. It's 5-3.
I know you see a blonde player with an 8 in his jersey score with his left foot, and you're thinking it's Zach Reggett. Oh, no. It's Nathan Durle, who is parked outright. See if we can take a look at it on the replay. Tetsane goes Walla Scora to Nathan Durle. One more time. Well, no, Nacho's going to get the assist. Touched off Nacho's foot first, so not a Walla Scora, but another assist for Nacho Flores.
15th assist for Nacho, and the 5th goal for rookie Nathan Durle, who has really done himself well since joining the Comets this season. He's played well his first year. 137, Comets back out there again. Marquez nutmegs the defender, now turns and faces the other. He's got Jones right in front of him. Now Tetsane kicks one in there. That one kicked off the line by Keats. Comets hold it in. 1:18 to play in the third. Back to Ramon Palmer. Here's Vandergriff. Wall pass down to Reggett. Comets out shooting Tacoma, 27-21 right now. Double teamed. Reggett is double teamed and a foul called on Zach Reggett.
Take a look at it on the replay. Corey Keats in a battle with him. Mike Ramos was about to turn away right in front of Radford, the referee.
See a little frustration there by Zach. Zach's trying to track it down again. Tacoma kicks it out to the half line. Tetsani is in there as well. Pinballing around. Touched by Willie Spur. Comets close in on him. And Andreos wins the ball and comes out with it. And then his pocket is picked. And back come the Stars again.
That was Yahir Romero.
Played it back to Caceres, who scored that last Stars goal. On back to Toth. Toth boots it into the corner. Ejimadu got a piece of that one. So did Holloman, held in by Nick Pereira. Pereira, his touch lets him down. Horn sounds, and that's it for the third. Third quarter comes to an end. 4 goals in all scored. 2 by Kansas City and 2 by Tacoma. Still a 2-goal game. 5-3 Tacoma after 3. Fourth and final frame coming up next.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
This is Kansas City. This is my town. What happens here matters to me. You're my neighbors, and when one of my neighbors gets hurt, I want to help. If you're hurt in Kansas City, I've got this.
Call 816-888-7500.
Clear vision is so important for everything I do, on and off the field. I'm Zach Reggett, forward for the Kansas City Comets. We are super excited to partner with Silverstein Eye Centers as the official eye care provider for the Kansas City Comets.
I'm Dr. Steve Silverstein. We would love to show you what eye care should be. Please call us to schedule an appointment or visit our website at silversteineyecenters.com.
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on X. MASL social media team getting a workout, Nick Vassos. Not only 5-3 here, but in Milwaukee, 11-1 for the home team Wave over the visiting Outlaws.
Yeah. Wave, yeah, you know what, I'm not going there.
You're not going there?
No, I'm not. All
right.
go there.
There's nobody from Milwaukee watching this game, so
No,
it doesn't.
that's true. I don't know. Well, they may have come over now. I mean, the game is in hand down in.
They may be watching from UWM Panther Arena.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're bored. We're up by 10 goals. Let's see what's happening in Kansas City.
You know, they just love to hate on us, right?
Hey, there you go.
It's the last regular season home game for the Comets this afternoon. They'll play 2 road games next weekend to wrap up the regular season schedule. To play in Utica City on Friday, and then they will play in Baltimore on Sunday. And my friend and broadcast partner, Mr. Bergerud, will be there Sunday.
Totally not announcing, just hanging out as a fan.
Just enjoying the game.
Yep.
I want to sit back, I want to watch, just take it in,
I want to see what this surface at Towson University looks like for myself firsthand. So, yeah, it's going to be fun.
I think they repainted the yellow lines there the other day. Oh, that one kicked from the half line. Toth's got to reach up above his head to keep that one out. Mijatovic maintains possession. Mijatovic combs it in, changes direction. Still handling the ball now. Front and center comes to Pino. Comets players moving all around the field. Wainwright flashes into the box. Mijatovic plays the ball out to Pino. Nacho pirouettes and fires it to Wainwright. This is the last quarter. Comets trail by 2. 5-3 is our score. We have not had a penalty in this contest for either team. Mijatovic flicks it back for Reggett. Reggett sends one into Toth. Toth winds up and throws it long to the half line. Pino got a touch on that one. Andreas will kick it over his head. Wainwright helps it across the line. And Reggett goes down along with Hansen.
It's going to be a foul against Tacoma. Mentioned during the break, Nick, no blue cards yet in this game. Pretty much let them play. Let's take a look at the replay here. Battle for position here in the midfield. Reggett's being held.
Oh, and then his teammate came over and knocked him, but Reggett's okay. Marquez has the ball in the corner. Marquez trying to turn, he shoots. Toth could not hang on to that one. Battle for the loose ball. Yair Romero comes and kicks it out towards the half line. Tetsani will help it back to Ed Jamadu. And Phillip will kick it high into the air for Marquez. Quickly settles it on the turf. He turns and fires. And that one off of Tacoma out of bounds. Logan Jones touched it last.
What a benefit, though, to have a 6'3 defender who can body up with Marquez. Marquez gets so many mismatches in this league, and when you can put somebody approximately the same size, it's been a rough afternoon for number 26. So far.
Right. Nacho tried to play it up top. And
it's going to be a warning for encroachment, I believe.
You were correct, Eric. Nacho up top to Reggett. That one deflected, maybe just enough above the crossbar. Rebound shot. Save Toth. Wow. Comets with a flurry there in front of the Stars goal, and Toth comes up big again. That initial shot from Reggett, I believe, was touched by a defender and deflected just above the crossbar. Kicked back in. Comets trailing by 2. Long ball looking for Mijatovic. Easily bounds into the arms of Toth. Toth with a line drive pass across the half line. This one up to Souza. Souza moves to his right, past Andoreo. Not against Vandergriff, though. Vandergriff strips him of the ball. Andreo's had it for a moment. Kicked back into the Comets' last third. Ejimadu comes off his line to kick it to Nacho. Held in by Souza of the Stars. Souza changing direction, goes wall to score, and then kicked away by Vandergriff. Good defense there by the Comets. They quickly get it up ahead to Marquez. Rian moving to his right, looking for someone to pass it to. Rian goes down. Tetsane.
Foul on Tetsane. We talked about the Schmetzer family and the Solorio family. We haven't talked about the Toth family.
No, we haven't.
Two of the best goalies in the history of indoor soccer, father and son.
Great story. Zoltan still follows the Sockers.
Saw him out there. One of my recent trips to San Diego.
Near side, it comes to Caceres. Forward. That one to Tyler John. John scored from a similar spot on the other end of the field to start everything today. Now Caceres will try the right wing corner. Tyler John there once again. Marked by Mijatovic of the Comets. Back to Caceres. 11 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game. Stars lead by 2.
Pirouette.
Wow, what a...
That's a 6'3" defender doing that too.
Incredible. Up to Tyler John. Back to Caceres. Now Ramos. Ramos marked by Vandergriff. Ramos wisely plays it back to Jones. 10:45 to play in the game. Now Chase Hansen. On over to Yair Romero. That one kicked out of bounds. Comets have it.
Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MSL TV on YouTube and CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bash-Javansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. I'm sure they're going to finalize their program run-through for tomorrow's episode.
Yeah, after this weekend, I know we've got games on Tuesday and Thursday of this week, but have a pretty clear picture of what teams need to do in order to get into the playoffs, specifically that 8th position, and then the jockeying for position between 3, 4, 5. Here's Holloman, and a good log roll there by Cale Spence, who's had a pretty nice game, scored his first goal this season. Now Palmer back to Pino, under 10 to play. Comets trail by 2. Here's Reggett, Durle. No, that was Reggett. He has an 8 on his jersey, and he's got that blonde hair, and that is Zach Reggett.
Another good save there by Chris Toth.
Corner kick to KC. Nacho over the top. Reggett on the volley. All the way back to Ejimadu. 9.5 to play in this game. Tacoma continuing to lead 5-3. Tacoma winning on Friday night 4-3 in controversial fashion. Comets thought they had a last-minute equalizer, only to have an official review disallow the goal and take it off the board. No doubt we will see this coming up and under review.
That's my next read.
With Ryan Sigich and Phil Levanko. I'm sure they're going to talk a lot about that play.
I think I might have texted them from SeaTac Airport yesterday and said, hey, what are you doing on Friday? Figured you were going to be talking about this one.
Here's Reggett running up on a ball from Mijatovic. Romero comes out with it for Tacoma. Nobody stopping him. He's going to wait for some mates to get back on the field.
Well, look at Nick Pereira just sneaks off the backside of the bench. He's like, I'm behind everybody. Get me the ball.
And Toth says, here it is, Nick.
Right to him.
Pereira. Romero was going off. Nick said, not right now.
Chris Toth says, I just kicked the ball. You better grab this.
Now into the corner once again. Keats sends it in there. Boy, a header by Pino to Ejimadu with Pereira right in between them. Ejimadu, a long throw. And at the other end of the field, Toth claims it for the Stars. Toth at 3.85 seconds releases the ball. Got a whistle, and that's going to go against Kansas City.
Disagree with a call tonight? You might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review with Phil Levanko and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. Might have stole my thunder partner.
Sorry about that.
What might be one of the plays.
You know you can catch it Monday, all right? Right?
Hey, catch it all the time.
All the time.
Ryan Sigich back out on the field. He did a game in Baltimore yesterday. Did a game in Chihuahua last week.
Ramos on back to Caceres. 7.5 to play in the game. Tacoma, as you can see, has sort of slowed things down. They've got a 2-goal lead. The clock is their friend. So they may take a couple of extra touches on offense.
Kansas City needs to press. They need the ball. They also could use the media timeout to start thinking 6 attacker.
Caceres on back to Tacoma. Now back the other way. Comets in their last third. Vandergriff comes out with the ball. Kicks it into Stars territory. And back there, Willie Spur to gather it up. Return pass from Caceres to Spur.
This is going Tacoma's way. They've eaten a minute off the clock, more or less.
Caceres and blasts that one out of bounds. Timeout on the field. Let's take a break. 6:29 left to play in the game. No scoring here in the fourth so far. Tacoma continuing to lead the Comets by a score of 5-3.
Community America Credit Union, where every member feels like a star. Member owned, open to all. Community America Credit Union, invested in you.
Back here at Cable Dahmer Arena, 5-3 still for the visitors, and you still have an opportunity to bid on those game-worn jerseys. Sported by the Kansas City Comets. Go to event.gives. Also a link on Comets website and social media. Those striped jerseys, Nick Vassos.
Those are sharp. I like them.
Great jerseys, great cause.
Kansas City ball. 6:29 to play in the game. Comets trailing 5-3. Kansas City headed to the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. Tacoma in that 8th position right now. They hold down the last spot. St. Louis is right behind them, trailing by 2 points. Tacoma needs points. Their final game is next week, Sunday, against the San Diego Sockers, who have not lost at home this season. And that's where they're playing. Shot by Kansas City. That was Pino making a bid for his first of the season.
Looking over at the Comets bench, I still don't see a 6 attacker jersey out. Just under 6 minutes left here in the fourth.
Tyler John settles it on the blue turf near that iconic Comet logo. On back to Briscoe. Briscoe back to Toth.
Good turn.
On up to Ramos. Chase Hansen with a touch. Chase Hansen. And it rolls back to Ejimadu. Still no signs of the 6th attacker jersey. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left to play in the game. Nacho forward to Mijatovic, who turns and fires. Comets trying to get a second one across the line, and it's there! It's a goal! Comets goal!
Of all people, Chad Vandergriff. Anybody they had out on the field, a defender scores. Sometimes just get the ball near the goal and good things will happen. Entry pass from Nacho to Mijatovic. First shot by Vandergriff. He followed his rebound, and it's 5-4. Mijatovic off the boards. Just a touch. Toth hit it wide, then it bounced back. Toe poke in, 5-4.
We like to call him Chadinho. Chadinho, it's 6th on the year. He has been such a great defensive player for the Comets, but in certain situations, he has scored some key goals for Kansas City this year. Chad Vandergriff has had a terrific season.
Junior Kazim is open if they can find him.
There he is, Toth!
Play by Toth, he read that. Only way Toth could stop that was with his feet, and he did.
Now Caceres, Correa. Correa moving to his right. 2 Comet defenders in front of him. Vandergriff is one of them. Wainwright also in that area. Vandergriff from the seat of his pants. Everybody trying to jar the ball free. It does come out. Still pinballing around. Here's a bicycle attempt. No good. That was Felipe
Sousa was feeling it.
It sure was.
Down to 4 minutes remaining. Comets need 1, but they would absolutely love to win this game in regulation if at all possible. Pull 3 points. Foul's going to be on KC.
And Arreos.
I'll go to the replay here. Battle in the corner.
Yep.
Definite foul there on Andreas.
Kicked into the corner for Nick Pereira. Pereira marked by Pino. Correction, Vandergriff.
See if Tacoma wants to put the ball behind Kansas City. Nick Pereira is always dangerous.
3:35 to play in the game. Still no 6th attacker out there for Kansas City. Caceres. Caceres loses it. Durle wins it for Kansas City. 3:15 to play. They get it up to Rian. Rian over to Reggett. Here's Reggett. Nacho on the field as well. Pino plays it forward to Marquez. Rian. Under 3 to play. Rian asking for some players to make runs. Now Rian trying to make a turn. With his right foot, shoots. Now Pino with a shot. That one almost deflected in. Then kicked long, but we've got a whistle first and an injured player on the field.
Yeah, they waited for the play to stop. Logan Jones hurt. See if he tries to get up without the trainer.
And he does. And so he'll be able to get some quick treatment and come back into the game if necessary.
Take a look here. Marquez trying to spin him. Cuts back the other way. I think it was just the follow through on the shot.
Yep. Timeout. 2:45 to play in the game. 5-4 Tacoma over Kansas City.
The Blazer is way gone. Our sport coat. We're getting serious here in the fourth quarter. Comets need the ball because they need to get the 6th attacker in. Playoff tickets are now available. Join 8 of our teams in sunny San Diego as they square off in the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs April 4th through 6th. Visit frontwavearena.com to reserve your seat today. So where I was going to go last time I read that, Nick, was you're going to be out there. Do you think that teams would just cherish the chance to get the Tacoma Stars in the first round?
No.
That's exactly right.
No, I don't think so
I wouldn't
at
want
all.
to play them.
No. Absolutely not.
And that's the thing is you just have to – it's kind of like March Madness on a truncated way.
Yeah.
You just have to get invited to the dance, and
Right.
you never know what's going to happen, right?
I think that's right. And, there's so many interesting angles and storylines,
So I'll give you one, right? Tacoma Stars potentially, St. Louis has something to do with this, potentially getting Chihuahua in the first round.
Right.
Tacoma had them beat up in Tacoma earlier this season and wound up losing in the shootout. They know they can play Chihuahua on a regular-sized field. They know they can. And so, anything's possible if you can just get in.
Another storyline. Utica.
With Kelvin?
Will they have Kelvin in the playoffs? And then the storyline for Kansas City. Will they be healthy enough? Will they have all of their players available to them and to play when
timeout
when the playoffs roll around?
Lucia Tetsane has pulled on the 6 attacker jersey.
We're going to keep it right here. And, the 8th spot is still kind of up in the air right now. St. Louis, who knew that they were going to go on a run like they have over the last couple of weeks?
Well, and they're loose right now, right?
Yeah.
So if they could get in the tournament, and nobody's going to expect them to do anything against Chihuahua. They gave Chihuahua a good game down at Corner Sport Arena earlier this year. And so when you're in that 8th spot, you have nothing to lose. The other team's going to be a lot tighter going in. I think Empire has given teams fits the last month or so. Nobody's going to want to play against them. As you said, if Kelvin's back, nobody's going to want to play against UCFC.
Right.
And so you kind of work your way through. And Kelvin has shown that he can win in that arena, right?
Yes.
You see what I did there?
Right,
see what I did there? Yep.
Well, 2 minutes and 30 seconds here left at Cable Dahmer Arena as the teams return to Silverstein Ice Center's field. Tetsane wearing the 6th attacker jersey. Kansas City needs to pull one back to level this one at 5. On the field, Mijatovic, Ramon Palmer, Nacho, Reggett, and Marquez. With Tetsane out there as the 6th attacker. Logan Jones, Tyler John, Correa, Chase Hansen, and Caceres out there for Tacoma. Here's Nacho. On back and swing it near side for Mijatovic. Into Reggett, turning and firing. Palmer picks up the loose ball under 2 minutes to play. Marquez to Mijatovic. Mijatovic thought about it. Lays it off to Marquez. Right side Nacho. Nacho fires one. That one deflects near side. Mijatovic takes a second try and kicks it into the netting.
Ejimadu back in goal for Kansas City. They'll bring Tetsane back out when they regain possession. But if you're Kansas City, you can't allow Tacoma to stall anymore. So if you're Tacoma, you want to draw Kansas City forward and then try to dump the ball to Pereira one-on-one and see if Pereira can finish this game.
They'll throw it out to the half line. Pereira. And the Comets get possession.
Still Ejimadu in goal. He's going to want to get up, but they'll use that second timeout.
Yep.
If you got him, use him.
Play. Exactly. 1:22 to play in the game. Tetsane will come back on. Kansas City looking to get at least a point if they can draw one more from the Tacoma defense. Tacoma would level their record with a victory here today. They would be 10-10-3. Kansas City would drop their 5th of 6th games, and they would be 9-2-1 here at Cable Dahmer Arena.
This is situationally eerily reminiscent of Friday night in Tacoma. Instead of it being 4-3, it's 5-4. But Kansas City looked to break the Tacoma defense, give away goals scored, but it was a 3-line pass. Tyler John and Comets got an opportunity at the end, and so it's just sort of playing situationally like it did Friday night.
Tetsane lays it off to Mijatovic.
Tyler John with pressure here.
Over to Mijatovic, bouncing it forward up to Rian. Marquez double teamed against the boards. Everybody fighting for it. It squirts off to Ramon Palmer. Palmer looking for a passing partner, gets it to Marquez. That was blocked by Jones, but it comes back to Rian. Over to Nacho. Nacho shoots, save! Toth with 49 seconds left.
Ball topped off.
Quick restart. Mijatovic, ding dong off the post. Oh, Margaret.
Good tackle by Tetsane.
Gets it up to Mijatovic, 37 seconds left. He'll fire again. Toth makes
Could be
the
time
save.
for a timeout right here. There it is.
And yep.
Woo! We've seen timeouts. We've seen close shots. We've seen blocks. Here's Marquez. Nacho right at Toth, but he did a good job just parrying that away.
Chris Toth has been nothing short of sensational in goal for Tacoma tonight.
Knows a little about playing in San Diego. I'm sure he'd love to head back there.
Wow. Comets out shooting the Stars 45-21.
But you know what stat is the only stat that matters, Nick Bassos. 5-4 lead for the Stars.
Yep. Lacia, Tetsane coming back out. Nick Pereira talking to his team. Evan McNeely is the designated coach on the bench for Tacoma. He was a fine player in his own right. Spent some time in Tacoma, San Diego. Chris Toth back out on the field.
So Tetsane stays out there. At this point, there's no sense in bringing Ejimadu back. You just have to go for it. You got 30 seconds. Somehow need to get some possession here and crash the net, as they say in hockey.
So here we go. Toth winds up, and he'll throw it long. Pino heads it forward to Ramon Palmer. Palmer going forward, gets it over to Marquez. Marquez high off the glass. Reggett sends one back into the mixer, 18 seconds left. Tetsane chests it over to Reggett, 14 seconds left. Into the corner to Nacho, now Marquez, he can't turn.
Challenge
6
flag.
seconds left.
Challenge flag's out. I'm not exactly sure what they're challenging, but I guess they figured, hey, we have the opportunity.
I'm wondering.
Holding on Tacoma, maybe?
Yeah, there I saw Nacho being held. I didn't see who was holding him, but when we see the replay, we'll be able to. I think we'll be able to see it.
If I were the Comets, I'd be asking for some time back too.
Daniel Radford has the challenge flag.
Now here's the thing. If they see a common foul, so if they see a 2-minute foul, they can pull out the blue card. But if they see a common foul in that same sequence, they can award the common foul, which is a good reason for pulling it now. And so the question would be, how close would this be to the goal in terms of a potential goal-scoring opportunity if they see something.
Here's Daniel Radford, crew chief tonight.
Kansas City is challenging for a possible missed blue card. The previous play is under review.
Now this will be interesting to see how much of that play they're going to look at. How much tape are they going to look at?
Yep.
They say a play, but I mean there was so much going on there in that last 15 seconds. Well, you at home will be able to get a look at the replay as well. Let's take a look. Okay, here we go. See, Nacho there.
There's the flag. So they threw the flag
after
Nacho's bicycle kick attempt.
Yeah, so Noah Lamson is our replay operator here. Oh, look at they've quickly made the decision here. They're just, Daniel.
After review, the call on the field stands. There is no foul and no blue card on the play. The restart is for Tacoma. Defensive free kick as they were the last team to touch the ball when the whistle blew for the review. Kansas City is out of challenges for the rest of the game.
That's correct. So the hope for Kansas City is you would get it, maybe a regular, just a simple foul called. They said, Radford was very clear as saying it wasn't a blue card, it wasn't a foul either. And so Tacoma can just find a way to knock the ball around and go home with 3 points.
Tacoma is in great shape right now. Tacoma chips it to the half line. Horn sounds and it's over in Kansas City. Tacoma gets 6 points, sweeping the Comets this weekend, winning it 5-4 here at Cable Dahmer Arena. Tacoma is still alive for that 8th spot in the upcoming Ron Newman Cup playoffs. The Comets are stuck on 44 points. They remain in 3rd place for now with 2 road games to go for the regular season. So let's take a break, and when we come back, Eric and I will wrap it up. Comets fall to the Stars 5-4. We'll be back on MASL TV.
The Adirondack Apartments, the brand new apartment and townhome community, is now open in Independence and is the exclusive housing partner of your Kansas City Comets. Discover modern luxury living, from stainless steel appliances to resort-style swimming pool. The Adirondack Apartments has everything you need to live the life you deserve. Stop by or visit us on the web to schedule a tour of your brand new luxury home. The Adirondack Apartments.
Hail, alma mater, we sing to thee.
Thy name forever a guiding light shall be. Strong as an oak tree, thy name shall never fail.
To thee, alma mater.
Hail, Park Hail. We are. We are. We are.
We are.
Alex Caceres gets the game-winning goal for the Tacoma Stars as the Stars defeat Kansas City 5-4 here at Cable Dahmer Arena. Tacoma now improves to 10-10-3. Comets fall to 14-6-2. Close game, entertaining game for sure, Eric. And Comets will have to try to do it the hard way with a couple of games on the road next weekend.
And I think you're going to see that they're going to have to make some choices if they want to be healthy going into the playoffs. Who do we bring? Who do we rest? Because in the end, nobody's going to remember how you finished in the regular season. They're going to absolutely remember if you bring home the cup. And so for Kansas City, some thinking to do. For Tacoma, big weekend for them. They did what they needed to do.
Thanks a lot to our Cable Dahmer Arena crew, our producer Devin Brower, our director and technical director Tristan Borelli. Replay handled by Noah Lamson, and our camera operators Paul Stokes, Dylan Pluth, Drew Snyder, and Steve Wags Wagner. From our broadcast partner Eric Bergrud, I'm Nick Vassos. Thanks for watching MASL TV. Good night from Kansas City.